that. So it is, what time is it? Is it 7? Are we sharp 7?
Yes, it is. Yes, it
Yes, it is. So let's start right now.
is.
So my name is Caroline. I'll be your host tonight. So welcome, welcome. I'm delighted to be your host for this special presentation together with my colleague Marilyn. And before I start, I'd like, I'm looking down because now my two screens are not working. So I'm sorry, I'm going to be looking down all the presentation. A little warning because my English is sometimes sounding funny because it's the end of the day. I'm not completely bilingual, so please forgive me. I like to think that my English is good, but sometimes it's not. So I'm going to try to do my best. Our goal tonight is to give you the ultimate desire to travel to the UAE. And so if we can achieve that, my mission is completed. So without further ado, let's start our presentation. So tonight we'll go over all of our offers, and then we'll share a little bit of history. We'll go through all the questions that we get here at our office every day. You know, people are calling and we answer all these questions. So we'll go through all of that during the presentation. Shouldn't be more than 45 minutes, the presentation, if I speak fast. And then we'll go through a day-to-day group itinerary. So this way you can see what we do and all the activities we do as groups. And even if you're not traveling as a group, well, you'll see what you would like to do if you travel to Dubai as a couple, between friends and with your family. So that's what we'll do. Go Dubai, who we are. So we are the largest tour operator in North America for UAE. So we sell the most vacation packages in the UAE. We specialize exclusively on the UAE for the past 10 years. The company is a Canadian company since 2007. And so all of our experts, when you call our office, they all have been to Dubai and Abu Dhabi, so they can answer all your questions because they have experience on the ground. Marilyn, for example, was living in Dubai for 20 years and now is living in Quebec. For how long now, Marilyn?
Almost 2 years.
How
Almost 2 years.
many?
2
2 years?
years. Two.
2 years, 2 years. And so I worked with Marilyn while she was working in Dubai, and now we work together here, which is great. And so that's a little bit about Go Dubai. With us, you can travel there's two options. You can either travel as a group on fixed dates, on fixed departure dates, or you can travel as a couple with friends and family. You can choose the length of stay, the dates you want to leave. And we do offer many types of vacation packages if you travel like that. So if you go on godubai.ca under packages, you'll see that we offer the combo Dubai and Abu Dhabi, the combo Dubai and Maldives. We have a special vacation package for F1. We also offer packages for cruises. So there's many options on our website under packages, and it's godubai.ca. With Go Dubai, the difference is tonight I'm sure we have travel agents listening, and we also have future travelers. Dubai is an exceptional destination because it's actually one of the most visited countries in the world, the UAE. So it's very, very busy. And to have peace of mind, you have to be organized prior to leaving. It's not like you could just travel to Dubai and say, oh, I'll see what I'm going to do tomorrow, the next day. It's so busy. There's so many people. And all the attractions, the main attractions, if you don't want to miss anything, please be organized before you leave. And that's our job. That's what we do. So we prepare itineraries for you day by day. Don't worry, we don't overload the program. We always love to leave some free time. It's vacation, but the minimum has to be organized before you leave. Dubai Airport. Dubai Airport is the busiest airport, the second busiest airport in the world after Atlanta. It is strategic location. It is a strategic location. It goes to 240 different destinations. It's very easy from Dubai to go to Europe, Asia, even North America. So it's the center of the world, and this is why it's so busy. Just last year alone, they had 92 million people going through DXB. So it's not only a very modern and beautiful airport, it's also a very busy airport. This is why we always offer, like in our packages, there's always this service that we call Arrival of the Stars. We call it that way because once you step in, the airport in Dubai will be waiting for you with a sign and your name on it. We do that so you avoid waiting an hour and a half at custom. And, you know, after such a long flight, I mean, the shortest flight from Canada is from Montreal and it's 12 hours. So it's a very long flight. Plus you need to be at the airport 3 hours ahead. So it's 15 plus by the time you drive to Montreal airport or Toronto. I mean, it takes a long time. So once you get to the airport, the last thing you want to do is wait an hour and a half for customs just to get your passport stamped. So what happens is we wait for you with the sign, you have your name on it, we fast track you for the customs, and then we'll go and help you pick up your luggage, and then we'll escort you to your private driver, or if you're traveling as a group, then you'll meet with your local guide and we'll bring you to the bus all together. So that's for the Arrival of the Stars. Our transfers, well, if you arrive as a couple or as a family, then you know, we use usually Lexus or BMWs. I mean, they all, you know, it's Dubai, so it's only nice cars down there. You'll always have free water bottles in the cars or in the buses. And we do not have old 1960s buses with orange curtains. It's all modern, you know. We like to work with companies that offer comfort and service, great service. So you'll have amazing transfers with us. Now, hotels, just in Dubai alone. Okay, I'm not talking about the UAE altogether, but just in Dubai alone, there are 800 hotels to choose from. Obviously, we made a selection for you. So we have a portfolio of about 350 different hotels. We only sell 4 and 5 stars. Sometimes we have 3. I think we have like, I don't know, 2. I think in our portfolio, I think there's only 2, 3 stars hotel. Why? Because 4 stars are most of the time the same price as 3 stars hotel. So we don't really sell them. We also have a dedicated team that visits and inspects the hotel. We're very selective. You know, in Dubai, I'm just going to give you an example, like a fast example. In the Middle East, everybody smokes. I mean, smoking is common. And sometimes you're going to walk in a 5 stars and there's a bar right, you know, on your left. And by the time you get to the reception, you know, to do your check-in, you can smell the smoke. So we don't have these hotels in our portfolio because not that I mind. Personally, I don't mind at all. But for a lot of people, it's not fun. So these hotels are not in our portfolio. And we do not sell any dry hotels, so meaning dry hotel without alcohol. So all of our hotels will offer bars and, you know, will serve alcohol in the restaurant. So this is why we have approximately 350 hotels. We have English tour every day. So if you're traveling as a couple or with friends and family, we pick you up at your hotel by bus, and then we do city tours every day, and it's real guides. You know, it's not headphone. Is it headphones or audio guides? It's not audio guides. It's really a real person. You know, like a real tour. So we pick you up at the hotel, and then after the tour, we bring you back to your hotel. And we have that every day. Obviously, we can take care of every single ticket entrance. You know, we know about all the activities, the events, and the shows. And if I have travel agents listening to me tonight, and it's good also for the future travelers, but bear in mind that, you know, I told you at the beginning that the UAE, Dubai is the second or in the top 5 of the most visited cities in the world. So, for instance, an activity like the 4x4 desert safari that everybody probably knows about, they must have 300 different companies doing that activity. Some are good, some are medium, and some are very lousy. So we work with the best people for safaris, for Dow cruise dinner, for any type of activity that you want to do. We always work with the best team down there. Experience, I suppose, you know, we've been there 10 years, so we know. Okay, a little flash history now. So the UAE was founded on December 2nd, 1971. So it's a pretty young country. I mean, younger than me, not that much, not that much. Not that much, maybe a year or two or 3, but I'm not going to say. So thanks to the vision of Sheikh Zayed, remember that name, that man that you can see on the screen. Without him, the UAE wouldn't exist. So we wouldn't know about him. So after the British pulled out, you know, there was like the oil, and then the British were there, and then the British left, and then the Sheikh Zayed decided to go and make a coalition with different tribes. You know, at the time there were tribes. So all that to say that he was able to form a country with 7 different tribes, including Abu Dhabi, because he's from Abu Dhabi. So you'll see his face all across the UAE. You go inside a hotel, his picture is, you know, is there. You go on the street, and you know, Sheikh Zayed is all over the place, right? He's the main guy. Without him, Dubai would not exist. So on the screen, you can see the map of the UAE, the 7 different emirates. The most important are obviously Dubai and Abu Dhabi. So also, if I have travel agents or future travelers online tonight, if you decide to visit Dubai, you cannot, absolutely cannot not spend 3 nights in Abu Dhabi. The capital is elegant. It's beautiful. It has so much to offer, and you're not going to travel and fly 12 hours just to go to Dubai. Another thing that's very important, you're not going to fly to go to Dubai and all-inclusive. That's another thing that we get requests all the time, you know, like through our website. Oh, I want to go to Dubai all-inclusive for a week. You don't do that, you know. If you decide to go to Paris, if you want to go to Rome or Madrid, are you going to stay in a hotel all-inclusive without visiting anything? Doesn't make sense. Just in Dubai, we have 13,000 different restaurants. So if you want to go to McDonald's and have a trio, it's the same price as it is here in Canada. So it's not true that it's expensive to eat in Dubai. All of our hotels will include the breakfast. We can offer it in 2 meals per day. That's no problem. But don't go in Dubai in an all-inclusive if you want to stay on the beach. If you want to do that, I suggest to go to the Caribbean. That's my take. I was on the map, and then I ended up in the meal plans. But you know, I don't want to forget. So Dubai, Abu Dhabi, the most important, and then you have Ajman, which is the smallest of the 7 Emirates, and Ajman was the most popular in the 70s. It was so open and they had alcohol. I think it was the first Emirates to have alcohol. And then the two at the top, the Ras Al Khaimah and Fujairah, the two at the top are more like if you want to extend your stay and let's say have 3-4 nights all inclusive on the beach. Those two Emirates are amazing, Fujairah and Ras Al Khaimah. And then we have Sharjah, which is the most cultural, I'm looking for the word, conservative Emirates. So in Sharjah, there's no alcohol. Sharjah is right next door to Dubai. So you don't even know you're driving and then boom, you're in Sharjah. So be aware of 5-star hotels that are not expensive on the web. You might end up in Sharjah and you don't want to stay in Sharjah for your vacation. Believe me, you don't. It's a nice Emirates to go and visit 4 or 5 hours, but that's it. Then we're already at our Q&A, question and answers. Marilyn, if if my English or if there's anything, please intervene. Intervene. So far, so good?
Yes.
Am I
Absolutely.
keeping everybody or did I lose some people going? No, I still have
No,
all my
everyone is there.
Good, good. Thank you. Thank you. So, oh, that's one of the questions that we get all the time. How should I dress if I go to Dubai? Well, you dress like you dress here in Canada. So a small bikini is allowed. I mean, it's very fashion. It's like Miami. So, you can be at the beach and then you see a woman in a micro bikini or the smallest bikini in the world, swimming next to a woman that's wearing a burkini. And nobody's looking at each other like weirdly, like, oh my God, because everybody's different. 90% of the people you're going to meet in Dubai and Abu Dhabi and the UAE altogether are either on vacation like you, or they are working. So they're like expats, like when we go work in Dubai. So everybody's different, all religion, all sizes, all colors, everything is accepted. Don't worry about how you're going to dress. Everything goes. Now, tattoos, we get that question all the time. Like, oh my God, I have tattoos in my face. Can I go to Dubai? Yes, you can. That's no problem. You have a criminal record because you did something stupid at 18 years old, you still can go in the UAE. Diversity is accepted. Alcohol, well, everywhere, and we have some good places to share with you. We don't only organize your vacation, we give you a list of good places to go. To have happy hours, like cheaper happy hours. We can also explain to you how you can purchase your own alcohol and keep it in your room and have your appetizer. Is that appetizer that we say? No, appetizer is when you eat. Help me, Marilyn, when you have a drink before you go. Anyhow, you understand what I mean. So you can have your drink before you go to your night out. So if you have 1 or 2 glasses of wine before you leave your room, it's going to be cheaper at the restaurant or at the bar. You'll have a little less. So alcohol everywhere. Medication. We get that question all the time. Can I bring my pills? I'm taking antidepressant. I'm taking morphine for pain. If you go on Google, they'll tell you, no, you're not allowed. Da, 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 da. It's not true. You can bring your medication. If you're going to go for 2 weeks, for instance, well, bring for 3 weeks, just in case you decide to stay longer and change your flight back. 3 weeks is enough. But obviously, if you go for 2 weeks and you bring 6 months of reserve for morphine, they might think you want to resell it. So that's not good. Just for your vacation and 1 week more, you'll be fine. Vaccination is not required to travel to the UAE. So you don't need anything. It's very clean. I mean, I drink the water from the tap. Marilyn, were you drinking from the tap?
Yes.
Yes. It's so clean. I'm not saying you should, but it's so clean. I think it's cleaner than our own water. It's so clean. But and in the rooms, there's water all the time free water bottles in every hotel that you're going to go and visit. So do not worry about that. And again, we have in our buses and in our cars. Visas. If you hold a Canadian passport, you do not need a visa to travel to the UAE. Actually, you do, but you get it when you reach the customs. So you don't have to pre-register or go online or anything like that. With a Canadian passport, boom, boom, at the airport, it's settled. If you don't hold a Canadian passport, most countries will need a visa, and then we can take care of your visa if you don't hold a Canadian passport. That's no problem. We can do that. LGBTQ. So that's another question we get all the time. And so to reassure everybody online tonight, we have employees that are from LGBTQ that are living in Dubai with their boyfriends or girlfriends, and they share one bed. So don't worry about that. For visitors, it is accepted. And now for expats, I mean, there's a lot of openness about it nowadays. So don't worry about it. Currency. Now, you can see on the screen 100 dirhams. I suggest you get some dirhams before you leave, but they have a lot of currency offices down there. So if you don't have time, you can go exchange money in Dubai. 100 dirhams always equals $27 US. So basically, the dirhams fluctuates with the US dollars. So, you know, once you see 100 dirhams, you know, it's always $27 US. So it's, you know, if we make the calculation, it's about 40 bucks. Every 100 dirhams equals 40 bucks Canadian. You can use your debit card, your credit card, you can use PayPass. It's very secure. Do not worry. It's extremely secure to use your cards in the UAE. Now, Ramadan is a religious
It's a religious month.
or religious month. Exactly. I was looking. It's getting there. I told you at the beginning I might, you know, chase my words in English. So it's a religious month where Muslims will not eat from morning till night. So by the time the sun goes up and the sun goes down, they won't eat all day. In the UAE, you will not feel it at all, you know, as opposed as, let's just say you would go to Oman, which is the country right next door, and you're a visitor and you're in a restaurant and it's 12 noon and you're having lunch. They're going to put curtains so they don't insult the Muslims that cannot eat all day. But in Dubai, they don't do that. You don't feel it. So don't stop yourself from going, because it's a whole month and it's during high season when you think about it, because the best time to go to the UAE is in between October and May. And so there's always 1 month of Ramadan, but as I said, you will not feel it. So don't stop yourself to go during Ramadan. Now, when is the best time to travel to the UAE? I would say between September 15th all the way through May 15th. After that, it gets very, very humid and hot. I'm not saying you should not travel during the summer, because nowadays, you know, you go to Rome, you go to Madrid, you go to Paris, you go anywhere in Europe, it's like 45, 50 degrees Celsius. So it is the same thing in the UAE. Might as well go there. And there's AC everywhere, in the cars, in the buses, in the shopping mall, everywhere. I mean, it's the most AC friendly city in the world. So you can go in Dubai during the summer. The only thing that you have to remember, the flight cost is much more expensive during the summer than all the rest of the season. Even I think it's more expensive than even Christmas. So make sure you book at least 11 months prior, 10 months prior, to make sure you get the best price for the flight. This is very important if you want to go during the summer. Security. Now I can see security is written in French, because I can see the, and yeah, I just realized that. Dubai is one of the safest cities in the world. There are strict laws, low crime rates, police is present everywhere. And, you know, to make it simple, if you are a traveler and you go in the Middle East, you're not going to steal a purse or a wallet. You're not going to take that chance. You don't want to end up in prison. The same thing for people that are working there. If they are caught stealing, they're going to be thrown back to their country and they're never going to be able to come back to work there. So the crime rate is so low. I can leave my purse at the restaurant, right, with the cash sticking out and my cell phone and forget about it, leave, come back an hour and a half later, and everything will still be there. And trust me, I forget everything everywhere. So it's the safest place to go. You can walk at 2 o'clock in the morning, walk an hour back to your hotel without having any fear of what could happen. I mean, I'm telling you, it's very safe. I've been going there for like now 15 years, you know, 2-3 times a year. I travel by myself. So, okay, I'm older. Nobody really wants to attack me. I'm just saying it's the safest place to be. Now, this is a nice picture of the Sheikh Zayed. I talked to you about the Sheikh Zayed at the beginning, and I told you how important this guy was. Well, he has his own road in Dubai. So on the left side, you can see Sheikh Zayed Road in 1990, and on the right side, you can see the same Sheikh Zayed Road in 2024. Now we should rename the Sheikh Zayed Road to the Sheikh Zayed Highway because there's like 7 lanes on one side and 7 on the other side. You know, I think we should change it for a highway, but hey, let's keep it traditional. So it, you know, the evolution is like, oh my God, it's like every year that we go, there's something new, always something new, and it goes very fast. They're in the center of the world. They have the manpower, you know, they can hire a lot of people. So it goes fast. Everything is so fast. It's not like here in Canada. Now that's my map. I'm just going to take my little pen. No, not there. Where is it? I can't see it because, okay, got it. Point up. Okay, got it. So this is the map of Dubai. What's very important, is, you know, to know is that you're going to land here at the bottom right of the map, which is located in the old city where the souks are, the gold souk, the textile, the spice souks. It's all there. Everything that's on the right exactly on the right side of the creek that you can see here, the water, the creek is called the Old City. Once you cross the creek and you get here, where you can see the tallest building in the world, this is Dubai, downtown Dubai. This is where you'll find the tallest building in the world called the Burj Khalifa, the biggest mall in the world, the Dubai Mall, and the Dubai fountains are all in this area. I named it it's Dubai. I rebaptized this sector and I call it the New York, the Dubai New York, because there's no beach around it. You can see it's all in the city with no water. And then in the back here, all this is called the Jumeirah Beach, the famous Jumeirah Beach. Now, it's beautiful with beautiful hotels all around that beach. It's just amazing. And there's boutiques and cafes and restaurants and the hotels, you know, in downtown Dubai and on Jumeirah Beach, they go, you know, they go high in pricing, but hey, if you have the wallet, why not? And then here we got the Burj Al Arab, the 7-star hotel, you know, built on water. Right next to it, you get the Palm. This is all places that you have to go and visit. You cannot go to Dubai without seeing everything I'm showing you on this map. So you got to see the Palm here. And then next to the Palm on the left-hand side, you got Dubai Marina. Then I named it, instead of Dubai Marina, like it's kind of like the intracoastal of Miami, where the yachts and the boats, and it's very Miami-ish style to me. Well, on steroids, though. So, and here you can see the little guy skiing. This is where you get the ski station, the ski
It's inside
inside
the
this.
shopping mall, which is the
Yeah,
indoor skiing.
yeah, indoor skiing inside the Emirates Mall. So yeah, so that goes for my map. I'm gonna take out that pen. Okay, let's go. On continue. Let's continue. Here we get a nice picture of downtown Dubai with the tallest building in the world, the Burj Khalifa, the Dubai Mall, the fountains, and we can give you tricks as well. You know, what's the cheapest way to have a bite, you know, next to the fountain and have the show? And we all have that for you. We can all tell you where to go, how to get there, how to get out of there also, because there's a lot of people, but we, you know, with our team, we can help you maximize your vacation. That's for sure. Here we got the Dubai Marina, one of my favorite places, the Dubai Marina with its boardwalk and again cafes and restaurants and boutiques, and it's just gorgeous. And at night is just, you know what? I took a paper because I wanted to have a lot of words to say: exceptional, dazzling, phenomenal, breathtaking, spectacular. I got that before I started the presentation, and it is all of that. The marina. Here we get the palm. So if people now listening to me were thinking about, you know, going to Dubai and they want to stay on the palm, and I'm sure I have travel agents listening to me tonight, it's not the best idea. And I'll tell you why. Now, I don't have my pointer anymore, but I'll take it back. Okay, here. So inside the branches of the palm, this is all private villas, right? So if, for instance, you want to go to and stay at the Atlantis de Palm, which is very famous hotel, and we love this hotel for their restaurants, their water parks. I mean, it's just gorgeous. It is very nice. Although it's very family orientated. So if you don't have kids and you just go there as a couple, do not stay at the Atlantis because there must be a million children in there. And then right here we get the Atlantis de Royal, which was just built. I mean, it's brand new, about 2 years now. A very fancy hotel. And then we have hotels all around the Palm. The bummer is that, you know, to come in and to go out will take you 30 minutes each way. That's if there's not too much traffic. If there's too much traffic, you might wait 45 minutes to come in and to go out, which is a really pain in the butt, I'm telling you, because you want to be in the city. You don't want to be excluded. You don't want to be that far away from all the major attraction and to get, you know, to have it complicated, you know, just to every time you want to do something, you have to plan that's going to take you 30 minutes minimum, just come in and go out. So I don't really suggest it unless you extend your vacation and you say, I want to stay an extra 3 nights, I want to be on the palm, then that's fine. But if you don't have all that time, then maybe it's not a really good idea. Do you agree with me, Marilyn, on that
Yes,
one?
absolutely, yes. It will take at
Definitely.
least 45 minutes to come out. Come
It
in and go.
is.
Yeah.
It takes such a long time. I mean,
Usually in
I
the
never stay
evening.
on the palm when I go. It drives me nuts. Totally. But that's our cue for travel agents and future travelers. If you know, add that in mind, think about it twice, not really a good idea. And we do have an amazing comparison. Oh, sorry, I forgot to post. Oh, that's the first. Sorry. So we have a great relationship with the general manager of the Atlantis. We just love him, Keep. His name is Keep. He's such a nice guy, but it's really hard for us to sell a property where we know it's not going to be comfortable for you to come in and out. So that's for the palm. Then we got the Burj Al Arab, the 7-star hotel, which is absolutely magnificent, fabulous. You know, everybody wants to see this hotel. And we get that question all the time, can I go and visit? Well, most people that are staying in this hotel, they're paying $3,000 a night. So can you imagine all the visitors that are going to Dubai? Like I said, the top 5 cities, the most visited in the world, they cannot just walk in the Burj Al Arab like this. So you need either to book a guided tour of the Burj Al Arab, or just make a reservation for lunch. Ask us to make you a reservation for lunch. This is my favorite thing to do. You know, if you really want to see the Burj Al Arab, that's what I would do for the first time. During the day, it's amazing because the view is very, very nice. I prefer during the day than at night. And it's also cheaper to have lunch there than to have dinner. So that's my advice. Then the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world. Everybody that's listening to me tonight will go inside Burj Khalifa, right? Everybody's going to take this crazy elevator that's going to bring you to 125th floor in less than 1 minute. Everybody's going to do that. But when you're going to do this activity, you're not going to go through the front door of the Burj Khalifa. You're going to go through a back door of the Burj Khalifa. Again, it's a very touristic activity. So the front door of the Burj Khalifa holds the Armani Hotel. So the first 39 floors of this building is a hotel called the Armani. When you come in, it smells like the perfume Armani. It's just amazing. It's beautiful. So so that to say, you're going to take a back door if you go and do the Burj Khalifa ascent and reach the 125th floor. So so that's it for the Burj Khalifa. And after that, it's offices and apartments all the way to 53 floors, I think, or maybe more. I don't know. I'm not really sure, but I think it's 153 floors maximum, right? Is it 153?
Yeah,
Marilyn?
154.
54. Now we're going to go through a group itinerary day by day. And this way, you know, as I said, if you want to travel as a couple or between friends or as a family, that will give you ideas on what you can do when you go on your vacation. What we can organize everything for couples and families, you know, if you take example of the group itinerary. So all of our group itinerary, they all have a GoDubai tour leader leaving out of Montreal. Now, in Toronto, you will meet them when you reach Dubai. We'll be there waiting for you. But, you know, the English group touring has just started. So we only have 2 departures because we started in Quebec, so everything is in French here. In French, we must have minimum 3-4 departures per month for the season. And we also have a lot of travel agencies that have groups. So just this year alone, we must have like over 45 group departures, different group departures, but mostly in French. In English, we just started. And so therefore we have 2 departures for you guys. The first one will be February 1st, and the second one will be in October, next October. Not this October, the one in 2026. There's only 28 spots per group, the small group. We don't go to 40, never. Most of the time we get between, I would say, 18 and 25 people, roughly, because, you know, that's probably our average. So you get a tour leader that's going to be with you throughout the vacation. You also have local guides, and know that every single local guides, they don't have just the knowledge, they got personality, and we'll make sure you'll have a good time with them. You know, it's not like they're going to sit in the bus and, you know, not look at you and not speak to you. Like, you know, they're not sitting down in the bus and, you know, with a mic with a small voice that you cannot hear anything, and they're not looking at you and they're roaring. We do not hire them. You get the best local guide there are. Always a direct flight with Emirates from Montreal, from Toronto. Air Canada is fine, or you can also fly with Emirates. We have both. We can offer both, no problem. The flight always include the seat selection in the price, and also you get suitcases, like one free 23-kilo suitcase and a carry-on in your purse and whatnot. Not complicated. And as soon as you step in the airplane, you'll feel that you are already in Dubai. You can see the ladies now, smiling at us. I mean, it's just an amazing service. They serve you 3 times the food. I think we get 3 meals plus alcohol, plus snacks. They have tables of snack in the airplane. You can just stand up and go get yourself chip or cookies or whatever you want. It's an amazing service. When it comes to the seats, I mean, they're a little more comfortable than Air France or British Airways, but they're not, it's not lazy boys. It's not because it's Emirates. When you're in coach, in economy, it's regular seat, maybe with 1 inch more on the wide, and the pitch maybe 1 inch more, but nothing to go crazy. But it's comfortable and you get amazing service. Amazing. Then on that day 2, once we reach Dubai, we'll get the arrival of the stars. I told you what it was, so we wait for you with iPads and your name on it or a sign, and then we fast track you through the customs. Boom, boom, boom. We get our luggages. We might do a pit stop at the liquor store, before we reach our hotel, and then boom, boom, we get with the drivers, and our local guide will be there to meet with you guys. The drive between the airport and the hotel in Dubai is no more than 30 minutes. No more than 30 minutes. Once you get in the hotel, we chose the Novotel Gold District this year. So you're going to spend 8 days there in this hotel. It's a 4-star hotel. And what we like about it is that it's not a high-rise hotel. The worst that can happen to you is when you get to a hotel in Dubai, and let's just say your room is on the 63rd floor, and the hotel is 100% as 100% occupancy. Well, you might wait half an hour just to go for breakfast in the morning. Every time you're going to try to get to the elevator, you'll have to plan it not to be late. But in this one, you don't have to plan anything. The elevators are wide and there's not lots of stories. So it's perfect. It's a perfect little hotel. And it's about just 5 years old. It's not a old hotel. It's quite new and the food is nice. And then on that day, with your tour leader, we're going to take it easy. It's a long flight. We're just going to rest the first day we get there. And we might in the afternoon, it depends if you're flying from Toronto or Montreal, but from Montreal, we get there very early in the morning. And so the rooms are ready. Everything is ready for you. And in the afternoon, your tour leader will walk you around the hotel and will discover the local surroundings, like the little restaurants if you want to. Well, it's all included, all the meals are included, but if you want to go outside of your all included, we'll show you restaurants, the pharmacy, the grocery store where you can buy chips and everything else. So we'll go around the surroundings of your hotel that second day. On the day 3, we'll start by visiting the Frame Dubai. Now, I'm sure everybody, you tell your friends, your family, I think I'm going to go to Dubai. And then people are telling you, what are you going to do there? It's like a big Las Vegas. Well, no, it's not. First of all, there's no casinos. Second of all, it's the cleanest city you've never seen in your life. And third, when they build something, they build it with a purpose. So, for instance, the Frame was designed by a Mexican architect who was chosen among 926 proposition. So this Mexican visited Dubai, realized that the city was split in 2. One side was the old city, the next side was like the modern futurist city. So he decided, you know, that's what he thought. I'm going to build a frame in the middle of the city. And the image in the picture of that frame will be that when you reach the 52nd floor of that building, on one side, when you look, you see the old city. And then when you do a 180, you see the modern side of the city. Here goes your image. So there's always a thought behind a building. It's not like they build anything anywhere without having having lots of thinking behind it. My English is, you know, you'll see. Like more the time advances, less I speak English. Let's continue. Then on that same day, you'll do the old Dubai city tour. So you'll go in the gold souk, textile souk, the spice souk. You'll cross in an Abra like the locals. It's a water taxi. And so we'll do all of that third day. I gotta go faster because my God, I'm already almost an hour. So I'm very late. So day 4, we'll do the 4x4 desert safari. We got one of the nicest desert safaris. So we pick you up at your hotel with jeeps, 6 people per jeep. We go dune bashing, and then we stop in the middle of the desert when the sun goes down. We take beautiful pictures. You know, your driver will take pictures of you. It's free, it's included. And then get back on the jeep, do a little more dune bashing, get to the camp. In the camp, you'll be able to do a camel ride. You'll be able to smoke la shisha if you want. You'll be able to get a tattoo, you know, like not a real tattoo, but a Haney tattoo. And that's for women only. I'm sorry, guys. And so that's day 4. It's half days. All our tours are half days. We truly believe that, you know, group tours or vacation are made to relax. So we will not put you in a bus from 8 till 6 at night. It's small tours, always have days, and it's not crazy walking. So you don't have to be a marathon runner to be able to come in our group tours. And then on day 5, we'll do obviously the Burj Khalifa ascend, the elevator ride, the fastest elevator in the world that will propel you from 0 to 125th floor in less than 1 minute. This is altogether a crazy experience. I'm telling you, it's just, you know, whenever I get the chance, I go back. It's really, really a fun time. And once you reach the top, that's when you realize that this city was actually a desert before. Because when you're in the city, you don't realize that you are in a desert because there's greens everywhere. But once you reach that top, I'm telling you, this is where you really, oh my God, this is a desert. And then we'll continue that tour. After we did that, we'll continue the tour by going in all the futurist side of the city. So we'll go all the way to the Palm. We'll take the monorail and go all the way to the Atlantis. We'll go and visit all the peak places for you to take pictures. We'll see the Burj Al Arab. It's a very wonderful day that day. Well, they're all wonderful, but it's very nice, that modern city tour. Then that day we'll do a Dubai by night, and then it's dazzling because, you know, like in Dubai, every area or sector that's fun. Like I'm just gonna shoot one, Blue Waters, where there's that big wheel. Is that how you call it? Or the eye? Anyhow, it's like in London, but on steroids, right?
In
It's called
Dubai.
Main. So we're gonna go to Blue Waters to see that. Then we're gonna go to downtown Dubai and see downtown Dubai all illuminated. I mean, the city at night is just wow, phenomenal. So you'll do a Dubai by night. Then the next day we'll do Sharjah city tour. I told you at the beginning this is the most conservative Emirates, but it's also the most cultural, and they have a beautiful museum of civilization. I don't know how to say it. What's
Civilization.
it called? Eh?
Civilization.
Okay, you get it better than me, and you're from Philippines. So imagine, I'm from Quebec. I should be able to say. So you'll do in the morning the Sharjah city tour with your local guide. It's a very nice morning, so you can experience the culture of the UAE. Unforgettable tour, I'm telling you. And then that same day, at night, we'll do the Dow Cruise dinner at the marina. This is a must. I mean, you have to do that. Even if you're not in a group tour, you got to do this. The lights, the skyline, everything, the boat. On the boat, there's music, there's a buffet meal, a wonderful atmosphere. I mean, in the sky, they have these light shows that are absolutely crazy. You can dance also on the Dow. It's very fun night. It's a very fun night. I mean, it's not a Michelin star type of food. So don't think you're going to get like, fancy and the finest food. You don't go there for the food. I mean, the food is good. I mean, there's rice, potatoes, chicken, whatever, souvlakis, name it. But it's not a Michelin restaurant, but it's magical experience. It is really. Then on day 7, we'll go and visit the Miracle Garden. Is unique in the world, something you have to see. The largest natural flower garden in the world with 150 million blooms in all shapes. So this is one of a kind. You'll never see that anywhere. In this garden, you'll find full-size Airbus 380, all covered in flowers. You'll never see that anywhere. So we're going to go at Miracle Garden, and then it will be followed by a visit to Global Village. Global Village is a place where there are about it says 90 cultures, but I would say between 70 and 80 different cultures. And they got pavilions. For instance, if you want to go to the German pavilion, you can have sausages and I don't know how you say that in English. I'm looking for the word, but they're fabulous.
I don't know.
I'm looking for the word. What do you eat in Germany? They have the sausages with la choucroute. I don't know what to say. At the end, when we open up all your mics, you'll tell me. Food, shopping. I mean, they have shows there. It's also like a big Chinatown. You can buy a lot of souvenirs down there. I mean, at night it's just magnificent with the lights and the shows and everything else. So you're going to go at Global Village. Then on day 8, we're going to go at View at the Palm. It's an interactive activity. You'll get a panoramic view of the Palm. You can see the Palm on the screen. It's located on the 52nd floor of the Palm Tower. And it's really, really fun because they will explain to you how they built the Palm on water. Where did they get the rocks? How much were the villas when they first sold it, start to sell it? If we all knew that back then, we would have all bought a villa on the Palm, and we would be multi-zillionaires today. We should have bought it, but we didn't, we didn't think that much in those days. Anyway, fabulous experience, view at the Palm. It's a must, bucket list. Then we're going to go also bucket list, Museum of the Future. So this is an iconic masterpiece shaped like a ring, most beautiful visionary museum in the world. And I'm telling you, I can tell you as much as I can, but until you see it with your own eyes, it's undescribable how beautiful this building is. You look at a picture, nothing. It doesn't tell you nothing. But once you're next to it, when you go in, you just fall on your head. It's just amazing. And it is 5 floors of exploration about climate change, about AI, wellness, about everything that's going to happen to us by 2071. Must bucket list. And these tickets, guys, are very hard to get. So if you don't plan in advance, you won't be able to visit. You need to book these tickets at least a month prior to visiting. Otherwise, you'll pay 4 times the price of the ticket. of the regular ticket. In our group touring, I told you that, we're going to go and do the ascent of the Burj Khalifa. So you're all going to go through that back door and go in the elevator and reach the 125th floor. But on our group tour, we'll go through the front door. Why? Because we're all going to be like Aladdin and Jasmine and king and queens for one night. We're going to go through that beautiful front door, through the Armani Hotel, and then we're going to have dinner in the Burj Khalifa. We're only going to go for you. I mean, most people will only go there one time in their lives, so why not? So we're going to go through Burj Khalifa for dinner. After all of that, we're going to take the bus and transfer to Abu Dhabi. Between Dubai and Abu Dhabi, it's about 2-hour drive. When we reach Abu Dhabi, we'll do the Abu Dhabi city tour. We'll have lunch in a local restaurant. It's going to be a fun day. We're going to visit the mosque, the Sheikh Zayed. Again, Sheikh Zayed. I've been talking about this guy forever. So he's got a mosque under his name. This mosque is the most beautiful mosque, I think, in the world. Although I did not visit all of them. I was in Turkey. I've seen a lot of them. But for me, this is the most beautiful mosque. In that mosque, you'll be able to see with your own eyes the largest carpet in the world that was made by 1,300 Iranian women. So just the carpet alone is worth over $12 million US today. So you'll be able to see that everything they're going to see that's gold, it's real gold. And then all the chandeliers are Swarovski and the marbles. I mean, it's just stunning. That's the only time that the women will have to cover from head to toes. I'll tell you that later. It's not very important, but that's the only time that you're going to have a dress code. Guys and girls, guys less complicated, but yeah. And then we're going to pass also in front of the Emirates Palace. You can see the picture on top right. Just wow. This is a hotel, but it used to be a palace. Now it's administrated by the Mandarin Oriental chain hotel. Just marvelous. I stayed in this hotel. It's just like, there's no words again. Okay, let me get my paper. Breathtaking, dazzling, exceptional, spectacular. I mean, it's all of that. This hotel is just absolutely crazy. It's the 7-star of Abu Dhabi. Now, the only bummer, because I stayed in this hotel and I really, really loved it. There's a crazy restaurant in this hotel. It's called the Lebanese Terrace. If one day you go there, just try this restaurant. Like, you go in, you don't come out. You just want to eat, eat, eat. It's so good. Anyhow, so I stayed in this hotel just to get for my breakfast. It's so wide. There's so many acres in this place, in that Emirates Palace, that I had to walk half an hour just to reach the breakfast in the morning. And then on that same day, we're going to go and visit the Louvre Museum of Abu Dhabi. It's born from an intergovernmental agreement signed between UAE and France. So that's the only second Le Louvre in the world. Amazing. Again, I'm going to say unforgettable, magical, majestic. I mean, built on water, beautiful. I'm not a crazy fan of museums, to tell you the truth. But if I'm going to go somewhere in the world where I can find a second Le Louvre Museum, you gotta go. So you're gonna go. With our group tour, you're gonna go. I mean, it's very important for us. It's a beautiful place. So we're not gonna spend 5 hours, just a few hours, an hour and a half. And it's a small place. Even though it looks big, it's actually a small place. Then more pictures of Abu Dhabi. On the left-hand side, you can see the palace. It's called the Qasar Al Watan. This palace is a governmental palace. And when they don't use it to do government event, it's open to the public. We don't include it in our package because if they decide to close it and do an event, then you lose the ticket that you purchased. So we don't put it in our package because of that. But if you have the chance to visit it while you're there, why not? Then you're going to check in at the Royal M Abu Dhabi 5-star hotel, 3 nights, Sienna the vacation. It's a very cute hotel, very nice hotel, beautiful pool, beautiful bars and restaurants. A very, very cute hotel, 5-star. We start with the 4, we finish with the 5, you know. And then at the end they say, oh, you know, the hotel in Dubai wasn't that crazy. Yeah, for sure, you finish with the 5-star hotel. So then we get this comparison a lot, but it's nice to finish elegantly our vacation. On day 10, we're almost done with our vacation. Then we're going to go. I told you about the Emirates Palace, the 7-star hotel of Abu Dhabi. We're going to do the same thing as we did in Dubai and go through that front door of the Burj Khalifa. But this time, we're going to go through the front door of the Emirates Palace. Everybody's going to feel like a prince and a princess. We're going to have high tea, like at the Ritz-Carlton, but on steroids again. So they're going to give you a cappuccino with gold flakes that you can eat. Okay, it's not real gold flakes. It's you can eat it, and then you're gonna have sandwiches and scones and pastries, and you know, once you come out of there, you have to roll out of your seat because you get so much food. So we're gonna go and have lunch there at Emirates Palace. So you'll go through that front door of that magnificent 7-star hotel. Everybody's gonna do that. And then on the last day, day 11, at leisure. So you can do many things. Just in Abu Dhabi, we have the Ferrari World. So that's an attraction park, Ferrari World, based on Ferrari theme. And in this park, you got the fastest roller coaster in the world. It's the fastest in the world. I mean, your eyeballs want to come out. It's so fast. I've done it about 4 times. I love it. But I mean, there's so many things you can do on that leisure day. There's, you know, the souks, there's a lot of malls, there's a lot of different types of museum, art galleries. You got the Emirates Zoo, you have the Falcon Hospital, you have so many things to do. I cannot name them all now tonight because I'm already past my time, but I could talk and talk and talk. But there's a lot of things, but I know for a fact that you're going to end up in the pool of the YLM, that pool that I showed you there on top corner on the right, and you're going to spend the day in the pool the last day. And that's it. I'm all, and then transfer back to the airport in Dubai airport and coming back to Canada. Vacation is over. The price is all inclusive for that package, that group touring, $64.99, and includes all the meals, the airfare, all the taxes, all the tips, you know, for guides and drivers and tour leaders and everything. I mean, you don't have to bring a dime. It's all included. Everything is included except for the alcohol and special beverage. So many things to do, but now I don't have more time. So I'm going to stop here and take all your questions. If you have questions, I put Marilyn's email here. Did you see, Marilyn? I put your email. So everybody that's online, you can send an email to Marilyn, and she'll be happy to show you, to answer all of your other questions if you have more. And now you can all open up your mics. I'm ready. Oh, follow us, please, 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 on Facebook and Instagram. And make sure it's godubai.ca, not .com, because it's just a magazine in Dubai. Make sure, godubai.ca, follow us on Facebook. We just reached 10,000 followers last week. We're so excited. Instagram, well, we have less people, but still, go follow us on Instagram and Facebook, please, please, please. And that's it. Thank you.